Greetings, my friends, and welcome to another adventure in the world of Kriegeland. Today we've got Braxton, Connor, Bird, Joe, and Stovar. Helios is just in the back, being quiet, as is per usual. The roar of the crowds refills your ears as you trudge your way into the edges of Crestcall. The crowds have thinned, but the royal caravan and all its wealthier followers remain and continue the summer festivities. You are escorted back to the mayor's manor. First to arrive are the soul-weary bunch that face the pit of eternal night. Braxton, Connor, Helios, and Mary, still mourning the fallen. Vance, Caligar and his wolf, and Slub.
Oh, man.
You take rest for several days before the crowds roar again to the return of Stovar, Bird, Joe, Giles, Biggs, and Brog, with new scars to be sure, but no loss of life. The 10 remaining potential heroes of Kriegeland together again as they await the arrival of the king. Here you are, guys. A nice, plush meeting room in one of the mayor's many rooms, many houses. Oh, you're all just back now together, waiting. So you may speak to each other and report in. I am done talking now.
Are we reporting in now? Okay.
Well, you're kind of reporting to each other. The king hasn't showed up, but the 10 of you that are all back are back, and you're in the room together now.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. We got our butts kicked.
Oh, jeez.
We were witness to a historical event, though, which is kind of exciting. Maybe the first time in history, or the first time in 1,000 years, something like this has ever happened. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Would you mind elaborating on what that is instead of just vaguely hinting at it? That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but basically one of our clerics or paladins.
It was a paladin.
Paladin. He it was Vance, right? Is that
Yeah.
Vance sacrificed himself, but in a not so great way. He renounced his oaths to his deity, and the vampire council that was in the cave or the area with us used that opportunity to rip the flesh and bones from his soul and create a shadow knight. So we are super excited about that. Good intel on potentially an enemy, but very sad to see the process in person. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep for quite a while. It's very grotesque.
I thought you guys were going after a barbarian.
You know,
when did vampires come into the mix?
That's a mighty fine question, and one I can't answer. But we were lured into a cave of some sort. The barbarian was there. He was, but for some reason there was a group, 4 or 5 vampires that were just toying around with us. I guess their whole goal was to create as many shadow knights from our party as possible, and they only got 1, which is good. They could have gotten 3 or 4. We stopped them from that, and they got 1 though. So they seemed pleased with that, and pleased enough to let us limp out of there with our lives. Well, most of us. Some didn't make it.
What's a shadow knight? Does anybody?
Yeah, that's the word they used. It looked very scary.
Could do. I suppose, like, if people have dice, they could do a religion check.
I don't know that I have.
That's my bag.
Yeah, there you go.
We've already failed our checks because we were too afraid.
Yeah, they had a rough time.
I have a 17 on religion.
Okay,
there we go. That's good.
It's good enough for sure to hear so the Shadow Knight is the paladin version of Kriegeland's custom class options, but it's the dark paladin for Andara. So they're born from a ritual where they have to sacrifice a paladin that becomes an oath breaker. So it's a complicated process.
And
very
we were
specific.
instrumental in that. And unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to take credit, but I mean, it hasn't happened for quite a while. I think that's the reason Helios isn't joining us. I think he was pretty. He was right in the. Yeah, he was traumatized from the whole thing, and he's off either flagellating himself or doing some sort of repentance or meditation at this point. So I'm not sure exactly what he's doing.
I mean, I don't know what farting by yourself in a room.
Hey, you know, the religious
not gonna
types,
help.
they do stuff.
There was a lot to unpack in what you said. I'm more than a little bit concerned that you seemed happy and excited about this terrifying turn of events.
You know, I think if you do a psychological analysis on myself, which I have, I think it's a cross between shock and relief, knowing that these demonic, you know, dark followers, these vampires, could have killed us, but didn't. So we feel relief in that sense, and maybe that's the feeling you're getting. But we truly are horrified about what happened. I'll try to be more somber about it. I apologize.
Well, whatever happened, we could use a drink. I'll pull a barrel off my back and
Yeah.
just, like, slam it into the ground like, all right, who's got first glass?
Is that bumbleberry I smell?
Oh, yes, my finest bumbleberry mead.
Yeah.
Crack the top open.
I think I smell the cleric flagellating himself.
Oh, no, that's just the CO2. It's the fermentation thing.
Yeah, you gotta burp the barrel a few times.
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys have a round in remembrance of Vance and Caligar. So far, oh.
Huh?
And the bumbleberry mead is absolutely to die for. It's
Yeah.
not filled with any sort of grotesque poisons or diseases that Bird has been worried about the whole time.
I was worried about that. Yeah.
We'll get to that in a bit. Okay, so then they, I guess the other team, if you guys want to fill them in on what went down in the swamps.
I mean,
Swamps.
yeah, we had a nice boat ride. We partied a little bit. This assassin tried to get us.
That's right.
You know, we lost him. I don't know.
He kind of lost you. It turned
Yeah.
from like a hunter becomes haunted sort of thing.
For some reason, someone's out to get Joe. Don't know why. Maybe Joe knows.
I might have a few too many reasons people are after me. I need to start shoring up some of those problems.
Joe,
No, I
Joe,
think-
Joe has put a tentacle in many pools, as it were.
Oh,
So-
that's an interesting way to put it.
Joe, I think
And
your
I only
problem
have
is,
one tentacle.
I think your problem is that you're shearing too much. You don't have a beard. That's the issue. You need to grow that out. No one can trust you without it, man. You look like a kid.
Does Joe take that personally?
Joe does take that a little bit personally. He physically cannot grow hair on his head.
Oh.
Like, just the top, or have you
No, he,
tried anywhere
he
else?
doesn't even have eyebrows.
I don't even have nose hair. Like there is nothing. Odd amount of neck hair, but nothing on the face.
So you can do like a comb over neck beard, though. That
Yeah,
would be
just
great.
like really
Yeah.
grow out the neck, and then just comb it up top.
It's like a turtleneck that comes up.
I like it.
If we ever become pirates, Joe is gonna be Captain Neckbeard.
Yeah,
Captain
Yar.
Neck.
Yar, neck beard. I like it.
All right.
So a pleasure cruise, a jungle cruise. That's great. I love that. Hopefully you saw the backside of water. That would be great. But is that it? You just lost your guy and that was it?
No, I mean we found him in the
Oh, okay.
swamp. He kind of burnt me in my armor, and I don't know what happened. Everybody else kind of took care of him.
Okay, that's good. That's usually how
John-
I end up as well.
Brog comes in and goes, "You don't remember, Stovar? That crocodile nearly took your head off." And he starts like shaking Stovar on the shoulders, like, "I've never seen you take such a bite before."
What did he got? What 2d20s in a row? Or
Yeah,
something
he
like
got a
that?
double
Yeah.
crit on him. Yeah,
Oh, ouch.
As I was burning in my suit of armor, yeah,
it was
brutal.
It was an intense start, but then you guys really rallied pretty fast.
Yeah.
They had like a long, drawn out, painful duel. Like, like your guys is like I think the boss fight episodes, like this, your guys' team Stovar was only like an hour and a half, and theirs was like closer to 3 hours.
Oh,
Because it
really?
was like, yeah, it was like so intense and like went all the way down. It was like basically like at the end, there's like 4 people all like tired and bloody, and they're all like just kind of like slowly swinging at each other and like on the edge of these cliffs. So it was
I
pretty
don't
good.
think I took damage from that entire fight.
No, most of you guys didn't. Mostly
No,
just
I took
Stovar.
so much damage.
Stovar,
guys.
he tanked for sure. He
Yeah.
dropped a couple of times.
That's,
Yeah, you never tank. You're supposed to.
they just can't hit me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. They can hit me
I dodge it every
really
time.
easily. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you guys hear the trumpets and the king comes in. Him and Valerio come in. Valerio looks a little bit begrudging and like upset about something. Glowers at the dwarves.
Can I get an insight check? And I only want to know if it's because his chosen team isn't doing as well as he thought they would.
Okay, yeah,
That's the only thing I want to know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
All right.
My
Fair enough.
Where's chosen
my plot armor broke on this adventure, so my AC is a lot lower now. So
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
think I have insight.
I don't know. It didn't really matter. Most
A
of the
+1.
when you're in the undead caves, your scorching ray was just eating everything up. So
it did a good job. It
Right.
did. Yeah.
17 on insight check for Valerio.
Okay, you feel like maybe that's the case, but you're not confident. It could be about. I mean, it probably has to do with the rankings of some kind or something. What's going on, but
Yeah.
so
the
the
dwarves are ranked higher than he
Yeah.
wants.
yeah. So the king comes in and he says, "While you were away,
Oh, gosh.
we asked the bards to perform their songs so that the people of Kriegeland could continue to enjoy this momentous occasion without bearing the burden of the grief of these heinous acts. But now you have brought forth the heads of the villains," which you guys then present, the head of Volsk and the head of Tuck. And the king continues, "And so, with this task complete, we look upon the 10 of you as our new fighting force." I guess he says 9 of you because Helios isn't here. He's sulking in the corner, trying to get in contact with Master Wu. "The 9 of you are our new fighting force. Valerio has suggested that the Heroes of Kriegeland should only be a title given to a trio of adventurers, as was the tradition. But the traditions must change. The 9 of you from henceforth will be known as the Heroes of Kriegeland.
Hurrah! We did it. We've made it.
I shall
Ah.
sail
Severe downgrade.
I shall sail across Azure Glass and complete my kingdom inspection. But before I go, I will ask of you this. What request do you have of your king before his departure?" So the first one to go up is Mary. Mary goes up first. She bows before the king and she says, "My king, dark have my dreams been of late, and after witnessing the secret might of the Andarans and the forces of darkness, she expresses that she wishes to work outside of the public eye and to continue her quest to try to resolve what she considers the failure of the Maw of Shadows. And so she asks to withdraw from the Heroes of Kriegeland. Giles, Biggs, and Brog also wish to join her team. So they're going to be a 4-man team that's going to go off and be their own adventuring party doing the work of Methandis and checking out on trying to out more of the secret evils. Mary mentions to you though, Braxton, that she's like, you should make sure that Helios stays on the team because the team needs one Methandin, or else the moral character could go awry.
I'll grab Mary by the shoulders and a single tear will roll down my cheek. I'll nod solemnly and say, "You have my word."
The dwarves are like looking at each other like, The heck are they talking
There
about?
was so much carnage.
So much, yeah. Okay, so the king is kind of like, I understand. So then the 6 of you, including Helios, wherever he is, what can I do for you, my heroes? So you guys get to ask for a request, and then the king is going to dictate your first, I guess, official mission.
So in opposite fashion of Mary's request, I feel like we need to garner public support for anti-Andara and anti-Shadow Knight, some sort of militia or some sort of activity to uncover the wretchedness that's going on. And I don't think we should hide it from the populace. I think we can give it to them in a way that will incite them to rally together against a common foe and drive them out of the land.
Okay. Yes. A crusade against the forces of darkness shall start on our very own borders. What is it that you ask for, Connor of the wasteland of Andorok?
You hungry? You need some food?
Nah, I got plenty of food. Got like 5 rations. That's good.
Okay, go on.
I want, when I was fighting last, my arch nemesis, had this super sweet, slick black samurai armor. Could I get a set of that?
Nice.
Of course. I will commission our finest smiths to make you a suit of armor capable of handling your speed and dexterity.
There you go.
Sweet.
Bird the
Check
dwarf.
him out.
What is it that you desire?
Okay, so like, along with like the fighting forces of darkness or whatever he said, I want to kill the Vormanicus or whatever his face is.
You want to slay the god of disease?
That's the one. Yeah.
And how do you propose we start?
You've got like a smart wizard guy. I figured ask him how that's done, and we can start there.
Why? What is it?
Universal healthcare.
What about Vormanicus? What about Vormanicus does it that makes you his enemy?
He like cursed my forest, and also he's been like sitting in my head and making my mead go weird sometimes. This one turned out okay. But,
Where is your forest located?
it's over that way somewhere. I don't know. I wandered out of it. I ended up here.
The king, like he kind of is like adamant. He's like, this must not stand. Are you telling me that Vormanicus has taken over a space in our woods in our kingdom?
Yep. That's what happened. Yep.
Then so be it, Heroes of Kriegeland. I know your first quest to purge the Vormanicus scum from our woods. We shall go. I will. Oh, I feel like I'm getting older. I will send you. I will send you with.
Rapidly.
I will send you.
Puberty hits hard, man.
With an
The
army.
weight of the kingdom will do that.
It's probably a complication from wearing too many enchanted items at once. I heard that it speeds up the aging process.
I will send you with a battalion of men at your command, and you shall go into the woods. But before that, we'll discuss the plans in a moment. But first, Stovar, Joe, what is it that you desire?
I'm a simple dwarf. I mean, I just want some armor where I could like move easier in. I don't know.
So the same request as Connor then.
Yeah, I mean, not the samurai crap. But
But it sounded like it looked cool. Did you hear him? Did you hear how cool he made it sound?
I don't
All right, Joe, you're up. What would you ask of your king?
I would ask that you help me stop a vision of the future that I was given by my deity and stop that vision from coming to fruition.
And what vision is that?
What deity?
Oh, so yeah. What are you talking about? Is this about that weird symbol on your robe?
Oh.
Yes, my deity is a deity of knowledge and of hidden knowledge and hidden things. His name is Occultatum, and he came to me in a dream with this symbol, pointing at the symbol on my robes, and he gave me a vision that I might become king if I were to be crowned as one of the heroes of Kriegeland. And I do not want that to happen. And I might have made a couple mistakes.
Blasphemy and regicide you speak openly of?
I have not threatened you, and I do not want your job, man.
No, I too wish to not have you be king, Joe. So we will work together to make sure that this happens.
Here's the thing. I will say I might have talked a little bit of shit about you. So that might be kind of my fault. But also, historically, young kings tend to, and again, I am not plotting against you for this to happen, but young kings tend to either get killed by and overthrown by their own government or done so by another nation. And I think you need to take a less active role in the leadership of the country, seeing as your manhood hasn't quite developed.
The absurdity of your truth-telling makes me know I can trust you. Joe, I shall ask for you to be my advisor in the coming days. But first,
I'm happy to do that. But there's actually a guy that I think would better suit you in the day-to-day drudgery, and it would be a great political move on your part, because he is currently a noble, but he is actually a noble in your court that deals in illicit business. I'm going to be honest, there was a lot of shit that went down in that swamp. I do not remember his name. And that is really unfortunate because I owe him a lot of money.
Okay. All right, well, we'll look into that. For now, though, you are the heroes of Kriegeland, and I need you to save my kingdom. You will ride to the forest of the Great Ebonwood with Bird as your guide, and you will destroy the festering hives of Vermanicus. And that is the end of season 1.
All right.
Woo! Woo! Do, 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 do.